Hello, everybody. Welcome to the tutorial. If you're here to learn something, you're in the wrong place.
Also, we have video now.
Yeah,
Yay! You get to see my big ass
video.
forehead.
Because my phone's in my pocket.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, and
Zeta-
he is still not joining us.
he's busy
Zeta
washing
is
some
doing
dishes.
home economic, washing dishes and cleaning up for shit.
I
So
got
Zeta
Yeah.
does not have video because Zeta is on mobile.
Yeah. So
filthy cousin.
today, we're talking about the gameplay part of Kingdom Hearts because last
Which is
week we talked
objectively
about the
much
story.
better than what y'all talked about last week.
I do want to say though.
Convoluted mess that is the story.
I do want to
That
say though.
story is such a mess.
So last week, Dave was like, I'm not touching the story of Kingdom Hearts 3. During my week, I had a conversation with one of my online friends, and they were like, I want to summarize the story of Kingdom Hearts 3 for you. And then I was like, can I read this on my show? And they were like, go for it, bud.
Okay, so let us have it.
How long is this?
I have the way
Ringo's
my friend
co-worker.
Ringo's co-worker.
Ringo's
job.
sorry, Beard's co-worker.
It's not
the-
even.
the
It's
important
not even.
person.
It's one of my internet friends.
Oh, well.
I love how
internet.
I love how you got everything about your entire sentence wrong. It's great.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest,
Brilliant.
I'm only pretending to listen.
Oh yeah, well,
and
you know.
that, ladies and gentlemen, is the real Zeta.
Yep.
Okay.
Zeta in a nutshell.
kind of.
I'm only pretending to listen to you.
So I just want to say for the record that we got to this conversation because we were just talking about how all the characters in Kingdom Hearts are gay for each other.
Seriously, literally
Except-
every single
except
character
Except Sora, who is
core
like
Disney.
horrendously, tragically gay blind to everyone else.
Yeah. He's just like some sweet, innocent cinnamon
He's
roll
like,
with
oh, they're
almost
all.
omniscient,
He's like, they're all really good friends.
omnipotence.
Meanwhile, Roxas and Axel are making out in a back alley somewhere.
Yeah, and it's like, and roommates. History will say they were roommates because history is embarrassed of the gays.
Okay.
Is
So,
that true, though?
let's see. Where does this actually start? Okay. So this is what they said. Sora spending approximately 18 hours in Disney World to recover his lost powers and the power of waking, which I don't even know what that is, because he lost all that during the events of DDD, which I think is
Dream Drop
Dream
Distance.
Drop Distance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Riku and Mickey went to the world of darkness to find Aqua, who was lost to darkness. And then Sora came dropping in because they lost contact with the two. And I want to mention that Riku called for Sora, which was the reason Sora was even able to go there. And
Yeah, he has him on gay speed dial.
this is my favorite part of their entire description. And I quote, and then
Sorry.
they used the Keyblade to beat the crap out of Aqua to save her.
Yeah,
Gameplay. Oh
I
my
mean-
god, they used the game.
Bruh.
To which I said, this is a real sentence you typed.
that is a sentence that exists now.
is beautiful.
They used the gay blade to beat the crap out of her and save her life.
That's not where the game ends, so let's
It's
see what else he
beautiful.
said.
Then Aqua was like, gotta go wake up Ven, and then they went to wake up Ventus, and then Vanitas showed up, I guess. And Aqua was like, you guys have seen me too weak too often, so now I'm gonna show you what I'm really made of, and then gets absolutely wrecked by Vanitas.
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
Vanitas is like designed to defeat her.
yeah,
No,
and
bad
then
cat.
Ventus spoke to Sora through heart things, and now and
Yeah, he has.
and
he,
he
has
said
he has
he said,
cardio
"Please."
Skype. Don't worry about it.
cardio
Skype.
Skype.
Cardio Skype.
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
He's got Ventus
Please.
on cardio Skype.
Please, I gotta wake up, but I don't have the power of waking. Yes, you do. You always had it. You never lost it. Then why in the fuck exactly did I spend approximately 18 hours in Disney World? And then Ventus woke up and beat the crap out of Vanitas.
I actually remember that bit because playing the game, I was like,
Yeah,
so
it's
what
just
the
like,
fuck was
bruh.
everything up to this point about?
Yeah, and then apparently there's Monsters Inc. world, and Vanitas just gets yeeted out of a door somewhere.
Yeah. Yep.
That's pretty much the best way you can
because
phrase that too.
because they said this happened
Here's
earlier
the
in
thing,
the
you
story.
basically beat up. So you basically beat up Vanitas, kick him into the Monsters Inc. world. Then you beat the shit out of him through the entire Monsters Inc. world and beat his ass right back out.
Yeah, so
That was
they-
the best part of the game. The rest of the game could just go die. That part was
They-
awesome.
they just- it all-
Actually, I
it
would
all
say the
caps,
Corona.
like-
I
Mhm.
really liked the Corona levels, and I don't mean coronavirus, my
I
dear.
was gonna say,
listeners.
well, you
I
need to
mean,
specify what you mean by Corona.
The Disney's Tangled, that movie. It's called The Kingdom of Corona, because it's about like the sun
Corona
and
as in
whatnot.
the sun.
Mhm.
Yeah,
They
I
said
really,
it.
Wow,
really like
that
that
name definitely aged well.
Yeah, wow, real.
And
Real
at
good naming
last
convention
I get the jab. Sorry, too topical.
Moving on.
Anyway, they said it all caps. Oh, this happened earlier in the story when they were in Monsters Inc. world. Sent a gif of Vanitas getting tossed out a door and just put the words Yeetus Vanitas.
Yeah. Yeetus Vanitas.
And then they said
I mean,
Vanitas.
you can sum up like a good third of the game by just saying Yeetus Vanitas.
Pretty much.
Fair. That's fair.
Uh,
You do spend a good chunk of the game just fucking fighting that bastard.
I will say, kind of to that point, I got to the end where you fight Xehanort, and I was like, this doesn't feel like the end. And then I beat him, and I'm like, okay, game's over. Go home.
Interesting.
eh,
Notice how that mirrors almost exactly how I said I felt at the end of the game.
Pretty much.
It's just, like, there's a whole lot of nothing coherent happening. And then it's like, oh, also you're fighting the guy who's been behind everything now, and the game's over. And you're just like, the fuck?
And then the dude who died like 5 games ago and has had no appearances since then
Mitsurugi
just
Jesus.
sort of shows up and says, by the way, he's really a good guy on the inside, so he's going to heaven now.
Yeah, basically.
That's,
And then Sora's
That's
just
like-
like, hey, bye. And then that's the game. The game's over.
like-
Go home.
that's like Jesus coming down and going, I'm taking Fidel Castro to
Huge
heaven with
Jontron.
me. Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
or
of
Joseph
John
Stalin.
Johnson.
We're taking Fidel Castro to heaven because of his cow.
Because he was nice to that one cow, yeah.
Oh my god. The things
Anyway,
the
continue.
things I have to edit out of this show, I tell you.
Wait. Why would you need to edit out that Fidel Castro was nice to a cow?
I probably
Yeah.
don't.
Dickhead.
I
I mean,
probably don't.
He
I
just
don't know, I guess
had
if-
like one particular cow he really fucking loved.
I guess if Call of Duty can get away with talking about Fidel Castro, I probably can too.
That's
I mean, they didn't exactly talk about him in a
That's
good
a
way.
big comparison to make, but I also just
we're
don't see
not
why it's
shooting
problem
John-
to mention
We're
the
also
dude.
not shooting zombies with John F. Kennedy, so
I don't know. I
there's
just
a
don't
bit of a
want.
difference there.
I just don't want YouTube to
Pretty
be
good
like,
at
"Oh, you're talking about Fidel Castro. We're gonna demonetize you or whatever."
We didn't even really talk about him.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure the
You
first
see, now
time
you're
any
talking
of us
about
ever said the word bitch, we got demonetized.
That's
Thanks,
probably
David.
true.
You're fucking welcome.
So
You get
anyway,
slapped with that yellow dollar sign. Righteous
Yellow.
dollar bills.
Vanitas was actually
Anyway.
about to wreck Sora to get Ventus's heart out of him because, and then reunite himself with Ventus because Keyblade or X-Blade, as Dave was calling it.
It's the Keyblade.
Oh, and during this, Kyrie and Axel are learning to wield the Keyblade. Literally a waste of their time. They didn't help shit after they go back. Ventus wakes up from his coma. Blah, blah, blah. All Guardians together and stuff. Time to go to the Keyblade graveyard for the final battle with Xehanort. Guess what? Terranort was waiting for them there and fucking wrecked them all. Then a Demon
Who's
Tower of Heartless
Terranort?
appeared. That's Xehanort and Terra fused. We went over that
So
in the
Remember I
last
told you
episode.
Xehanort took over Terra's body?
Yeah,
Terranort.
you don't remember the whole
Call me
section about
Terranort.
I want your buddy.
I don't
Yeah.
recall you ever mentioning
The
name
simple
Terranort.
answer to that is Xehanort is basically wibbly wobbly timey wimey Captain Ginyu.
He really
He
is.
really? Yeah, only he's with the personality of Palpatine.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's Captain Ginyu Palpatine, but also the Doctor somehow. Okay, that's a good one. He's a combination of the Master from Doctor Who, Emperor Palpatine, and Captain Ginyu.
Yeah,
Jeez.
pretty much.
Yeah, so
Not only because Captain Ginyu has the
basically Palpatine at some
change
point.
body ability.
yeah.
Change now.
So
Moving on.
So then a demon tower shows up and they all died.
What?
Okay, so Demon Tower is a
It's
lot
a literal
of
storm of shadows.
yeah, it's like a lot of little shadow heartless that all like come together into a giant
it's a
undulating
it's an-
mass.
yeah, it is a storm of shadows.
Yeah. Yes, Riku protected Sora from the demon heartless, and then Sora came to the final world after everyone died, had to piece himself together, and then save everyone else. After Sora saved
that was
everyone,
the thing that happens. Also, God is a small anime creature.
Creature.
yeah, we're getting to that.
Yeah.
They got to the same point where they were before, and were about to get wrecked by Terranord again. Which then interrupted by, actually, wait, I forgot the best part. Back to Terranort wrecking everyone. Kyria was about to get fucking destroyed, and Sora was like, no, and fucking hugged her as protection. And then Riku looked at them like, bro, what the heck, what the fuck? And then Donald Duck cast fucking Zeta Flare.
Yeah.
Right.
And
then
Terranort
became the
gets fucking
strongest magic
incinerate.
wielder
And then
in
the-
all of
So,
Yeah.
so what you're saying is, and then the Navy veteran launched the nukes.
Yes, basically.
To put in context, for people who are at least familiar with Square Enix, Zeta Flare is only used by one entity in all of Square Enix, and it is basically the god of dragons.
And also Donald Duck.
And also
and
Donald
And then
Duck.
now Donald Duck.
Because
Because
with
he's
the
just a
power
god.
with the power of big money and Disney, you can do whatever you want.
Because with the
That's
power
true.
of Big Angie, Donald casts Zeta Flare.
Big Angie.
With the power of Big Ang.
Big angry. Basically. That's gonna come out real good on the audio feed.
Actually, a pretty good impression of Donald Duck.
Yep, and then
Anyway.
someone gets exploded. Yeah, it's a big spell with a big price, and apparently Donald almost dies from it.
Oh, wait. Fuck. I just
Yeah,
died.
because it costs life force, and so Bahamut has plenty of that, but Donald doesn't.
No, he just has that Disney money.
He got that Disney money. He got Big Angie.
Big Angie.
Keep going. So he casts Zeta Flare, and then
Yeah. Anyways, back to the present where they almost got wrecked again. Demon Tower attacked again, but Jensen appeared to help him, I think.
Jensen shows up in some real cool
I don't remember-
space armor.
I don't remember the
And
exact
it's just
order
like,
of
"Pave
events.
the way for I
Yeah,
am
and then I was
Jesus."
asking, like, why the fuck did Jensen show up? And they went, because his name spelled backwards in Disney is Disney. I'm like, yeah, I know that. Why would he show up at this point, though?
Well, because
I have
it's a
sat
little
on my
tiny
anus
detail.
too long. I shall now be part of the fight.
It's a tiny little detail that you would
meanwhile-
probably have missed from earlier games, but he do be one of the old Keyblade masters.
Yeah, but, he's just this all the time. He's just...
He's just the wizard pharaoh, very uncommon.
Very
Anyway.
uncommon.
That was literally the name of the character.
Sora went in to destroy the demon tower, much to everyone's concern. And then Ephemer?
Then what?
Ephemer?
And then
Which is apparently a character?
what? Ephemer?
Ephemer?
Like ephemeral?
Yeah.
Was that the tiny little anime god character?
That's some, when I looked it up, it was like some little dude in a red scarf with spiky hair. And I was like, who the fuck is this?
What?
Yeah.
Call that?
Yeah. Do some Google that real quick.
I'm gonna Google that real quick.
Kingdom Hearts 3 Ephemer.
Because I then discovered that Ephemer came from a fucking Newgrounds game, and I was like, what's he doing in Kingdom Hearts 3? But to clarify...
I know who this character is.
To clarify, it wasn't a Newgrounds game. It was a Kingdom Hearts game officially produced by the Kingdom Hearts studio. It was a browser-only game. That's why I called it a Newgrounds game. I was like,
Hey, stop that.
it was a PC-only, browser-only game, so it's basically a Flash game.
Okay, so I know who Ephemer is, but I don't recall him making an appearance in Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh, that wouldn't surprise me. Ephemer is as close as you get to the main character from the mobile game that they made canon, that they shouldn't have made canon.
And they
Yeah.
made it canon in Kingdom Hearts 3 because there's like this. One of the ways that you're killing the demon tower is you just summon like 1 billion Keyblades, and it's just the names of all the people who played the mobile
I
game.
do think that was a cool little nod they did to their fans. That's fine because they don't like go into. They could have done that and not made Cross super canon.
Apparently,
they have no
Ephemer
reason to
shows
make
up
it
and he's like, need help, and then all the Keyblades in the graveyard came to life and destroyed the demon tower.
Which we
Yeah,
just
that's the part
mentioned.
that I just mentioned.
And then I was like, who the fuck is Ephemer? And they're like, oh, that's a story for another time. Ask your brother.
Yeah.
I don't have enough knowledge of Union Cross. And then they go to the final battle, and blah, blah, blah. Axel fighting Syx and I guess Shion is the name.
Shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Shion,
Zion.
the one that looks
but
like
then,
Zion.
But
yeah.
then Dave is like, no, it's
Shion.
pronounced Shion.
It is pronounced Shion. And Kingdom Hearts fans will get pissed at you if you don't say it right.
Well, guess what? I don't give a shit
They're way
because
too
nothing in the story
fucking-
makes sense. So I'm calling it Zion. Go Jews. I don't know.
Zion.
Go Jews! Oh, you're gonna have to cut that out.
Wow.
What? You pro Palestine now?
No,
You're
just
gonna cut
somebody's
that
gonna be
out,
like,
too?
"Oh, he's all anti-Semitic."
Yeah,
How is it
basically.
anti-Semitic for me to be like, yeah, go Jews? That's like pro-Semitic. The fuck are you talking about?
We should not have this conversation on the show.
So
I
anyway,
was gonna
back
say on
back
screen.
to Axel fighting people. Axel fighting Syx and Shion that he didn't know was Shion. And Kyrie was there too, I guess.
Yeah, pretty
and-
much.
and
That's
Sora
all
came in to
Kyrie the
help.
entire game. She was just there.
Okay, so the final battle basically sounds like a 6-year-old summing up the entirety of Kingdom Hearts up to this point.
Yeah.
That's basically what the final battle is.
And then let's see,
Ow.
because I interrupted their story here to talk about how Ephemer was from a Newgrounds game. Anyway, then Sora released Roxas's heart, and Roxas came in for the fight. Boy, that's literally what
How?
they said.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. I was like, this don't make no sense. And then woo, Shion came to their side, and Kyrie got kidnapped. And Ventus
Yeah.
and Aqua were fighting Terranort. Blah blah blah. Power of friendship. Terra took back control of his own body, and the babies were back together.
And the babies were back together.
And
Yay!
Riku was fighting some people, and one of those was just a replica, and it left behind the body / cell thing, which they could use for a certain blonde girl. Oh right, Card Guy, what's his face? Card Guy. Mickey was fighting Card Guy, and Sora came, blah blah blah. Card Guy.
Luxord, by the way.
Yeah,
that's
I
his
know,
name.
I know. I'm just
His name is-
reading what was sent
His
to
name
me.
is Card Guy.
I'm reading what was sent to me. They just
His
refer to
name
him
is
as
Obi-Wan
Card Guy.
Kenobi.
Yeah, that's the only
Sora
reason I remember
came-
Luxord's name. He's played by Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah,
Blah,
the
blah,
guy that
blah.
plays Obi-Wan in Clone Wars also plays Luxord.
Card Guy gave
Oh, okay.
Sora a card, which will become relevant in one of the next games. Okay, final fight with the big 3 Xehanorts. What the fuck? They win,
Yeah,
and then
you
the
have
real
Kid
Xehanort is like,
Xehanort,
the real
you have,
Xehanort is
Kid
like,
Xehanort,
wow, light and
Xemnas,
darkness
and
have
also Real
clashed
Xehanort.
12 times. Look at all this sick Keyblades. You suck, you're missing one, noob. Oh yeah? Then how about this? Kills Kyrie.
That's
Oh
what-
my god! No! Not Kyrie!
Let's arm Kyrie with weapons and shit. Instantly damseled.
And then Xehanort opens Kingdom Hearts and goes in there, and then Sora follows after him, and then they fight, and Sora wins, and blah blah blah. Somehow Ericus managed to stay with Terra because some Ericus dust sprinkled on Terra when he died. And then Ericus was like,
my god, what? That's their explanation?
yeah. I also
Ericus Dust?
yeah, I also want to point out
Well,
that they specifically called
In
it Ericus dust.
fairness,
What?
he did disintegrate Ericus.
Ericus Dust.
Oh my god. Ericus is like, bro, give up, you suck. And Xehanort's like, bro. And then he hands Sora the X-Blade, and Sora officially becomes Xehanort's successor, which is people's theory, but I think it's also factual, question mark. Not sure on that one. Then Sora closes Kingdom Hearts again with the power of friendship.
You know what? That sounds like a prime summary of all of Kingdom Hearts right there. That's people's
Not
theories,
sure
but it
on
might
that one.
also be true.
You forgot the part where when you go into the final world, it's like the OG Kingdom Hearts,
Well, you know,
like the
if you'd let
Keyblade
me
Academy world,
actually like finish my story.
and you have to fight quote the real Organization 13 unquote, who's just like a bunch of dudes in trench coats wearing Vanitas helmets.
Yeah, yeah, legit.
You telling me they walked into a Daft Punk concert?
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I'm telling you. And then you have to fight that concert.
Right. Zeta wasn't here last week. We referred to Vanitas as a Daft Punk wannabe the whole week.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. That was like the first thing I saw when I saw him, or the first thing I thought when I saw
It's
him. I was
really
like, Daft
it's
Punk? That's
ridiculous
evil?
because it's like he's a Daft Punk wannabe until he takes off the helmet. Then he's like, surprise! I've been
Then he's
Green
just-
Day the whole time.
Yeah, no, he's more like he's edgy Sora. So he's Daft Punk, and then he takes the helmet off, and then he's Bullet for My Valentine.
Yeah.
Or
I
I don't know. I feel like if we were going to say Sora was a musician, I'd have to say it was Owl City because that's like the most
Yeah,
wholesome.
Sora is definitely Owl City
innocent.
because only Owl City sounds that innocent.
But
Yeah.
Vanitas
Adam Young.
without the helmet would not be Owl City because he's still a jackass.
No,
so I
he takes
totally
the
see
helmet
Bullet
off
for
and
My
is-
Valentine.
So
Yeah, he's Bullet for My Valentine, or that one Linkin Park song.
Yeah, crawling in my skin.
So at this point, I asked them if this was the end of the story, and they said no. I was like,
Guys, no, you think
oh.
so, but no.
oh, there's more to this story. Oh no. Then
Thought we
everyone,
said we weren't gonna do this today.
then everyone was like, "Woo, this is our happily ever after." And Sora's like, "No, Kyrie's not here. I'm going to use the power of waking to find her and bring her back." Which, by the way, I still don't know what that is. Mickey is like, "Sora, no, the power of waking is not to chase hearts around. You might never come back to us if you do." And Riku is like, "Mickey, his heart and mind are certain." And then Sora goes to find Kairi, and then we get a nice shot of everyone playing on the beach on Destiny Island, and then we see Sora and Kairi sitting on the tree, and then she gave me a gif where Sora just fucking Thanos is out of existence. Apparently,
Thanos is out of
he just
existence?
fucking disappears.
Now I must go. My people need me.
Away.
Yeah. And then they're like, "Oh, that's where Melody of Memories comes in." And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
That's a question. I didn't even know that one. Melody of
that's-
Memories?
Oh,
What is that?
that was released on the Switch. It's a Kingdom Hearts rhythm game.
Oh no.
That's in a melody of memory.
Periphery Games canon!
Oh yeah. Oh, there's yeah, there's some canon bullshit in there.
Fuck that!
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go play your dumbass rhythm game. Why would I want to?
Do you know what it's about? It's about
Sure.
it's about Riku's dreams, which are the key to finding Sora. Because of course.
Because he's totally not gay for Sora.
This is what was said.
We swear.
Now they're trying to find where the fuck Sora even is, and they find the key to that in, prepare for this, Riku's dreams. The key to Sora's location is in Riku's dreams. Please, I can't help it. He's so gay.
He is!
Everybody in Kingdom Hearts except Sora is like aggressively bisexual.
They really are.
Aggressively bisexual.
Except I think the only other exception to that is Kairi, who I don't believe at this point has real emotions. But
Well,
you know.
no, here's the thing. She's I don't know what her deal is. She's like aggressively bisexual as well.
Her deal,
like,
Kyrie's
Naminé-
deal is just like she's there and she's just kind of like, okay then.
She's
She
just
was
like,
in-
I'm here, I'm queer, let's party.
She has such minor parts in the first two games. I don't know about the third
She
game.
was put in the first game to be the MacGuffin, and then they made the
Yeah.
MacGuffin sentient, and now the MacGuffin's like, now what?
I
do?
didn't know this.
I
Yeah.
did not sign up for these.
So
Yeah, what's
basically,
funny is Naminé is actually the only other one besides Sora. but it's because she has like rampant asexual energy.
You really do.
Just
Yeah,
like,
she
I'm
literally
not-
lives in a gray room wearing a gray dress.
Yeah. Namine is basically like, I'm going to do everything I can to not do any of that.
She saw the rest of the universe as gayness and like bisexuality and whatnot. I was like, I don't know what I am, and I don't want to talk to these people who will try to aggressively. get me to
See, it went like this. It's
I'm
like
just gonna go
Sora and
hide in the
Riku
corner.
explaining like the lore of Kingdom Hearts to Namine, and she's like, you know what I do? And they're like, what? And she just goes, not fucking that.
I was gonna say, like, she was captured by a man with very bright pink hair and a black robe with a scythe who has a very French name and told her, "You're a witch." That's basically what happened.
And then she was just
You're
like,
a witch,
okay.
nominee.
You're
Okay,
a wizard,
so
Harry.
apparently he's in the world of fiction, which is not really like connected to their own world, like the Disney world.
I'm
Basically,
pretty sure that's where he already was already, because if they're gonna try to tell me Sora's real, I'm gonna be like, no.
no,
Stop.
it's not
Kill
like
this
that.
franchise
No.
in one.
Please.
They can't travel between it freely, and they don't know how to get there or to get back. And then the fairy godmother pops up, and they go to the final world where there's someone who the fandom has apparently dubbed Stella, and she leads them to the Quadratum, which is likely where Sora is.
Wow, the names.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Why did we
the
suddenly go full
Quadratum?
Warhammer?
What the fuck?
That sounds like something straight out of the Imperium of Man.
And then
Please, hold on. Please tell me the world of fiction is just Warhammer 40k. That would make everything
No,
so
that's-
much better.
that
That's far
that
too
would,
crazy
but
for
I
Kingdom
really don't
Hearts.
think it
I
is.
really do not want to
No.
see Kingdom Hearts cross Warhammer 40k.
I really want to see Sora get
No,
shot. in the
you don't
fucking
understand.
head by a
Warhammer
space
40k
marine.
would just obliterate the Kingdom Hearts universe.
I don't know. They have the
aggressively
power of
and
God
violently,
and
yeah.
anime on their side.
They're all filthy Xenos.
And
Especially
then
Donald and Goofy.
apparently Riku's like, "All right, Kyrie, you go tell Mickey and company what's up. I'm go after Sora. Bye." And then Mickey hears of this and goes, "What? He can't just go alone. I'm gonna go after him." And then he gets stopped from doing so, and Mickey gets sent to Scala and Calum to find info on Quadratum. What the fuck sentence was
What
even
is
that?
Scala and Calum?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He gets sent to math to find.
I'm pretty sure Scala
information
and
on
Calum.
math.
I'm very certain that Scala and Calum is the world where you fight the quote real unquote organization 13, the one that's like ye olde Keyblader world.
It might be.
Like as soon as you said that, I was like, oh, I'm pretty sure that's what that world
Oh,
was.
that's not names. I thought that was the names of two people.
No, that's
I thought you
like a
said
world
Scala
name.
and Calum.
Scala and Calum.
No, it's Scala and
Scala
Calum.
Yeah.
and Calum.
Yeah, that is the final world. That is the final world.
And all that shit has tie-ins with the phone game, which is Union Cross.
Oh, God.
And that's all I can
Stop.
tell you on Kingdom
Oh my
Hearts
God,
3
the fucking phone game.
and Melody of Memories. That was their summary. Except
Which
for
in and
later,
of itself took 45 minutes.
yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we also kept interrupting, so.
and that was all they said, except for later on where they were like, wait, hold on, I forgot something important. Woody disses the hell out of Xehanort.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he does.
yeah. Woody disses the hell out of Xehanort. That's actually the other super fun world is the Toy Story world.
Here's the thing.
Because you get to drive mechs.
They sent
That's
me the
true.
clip. They sent me the clip for that, and I'm listening to it going, I feel like this would be more impactful if I wasn't mentally focused on the fact that this is knockoff Tim Allen and knockoff Tom Hanks. And it just
Well, it's
doesn't
funny
sound
you say
right.
knock off Tom Hanks because it's literally the other Hanks brother. Because Tom Hanks is like, I don't want to do Woody anymore. I've been doing Woody for 30 years. So his younger brother is like, hey, I sound exactly the same. I will happily take that paycheck.
He don't know.
He doesn't sound exactly the same though.
Yeah, so after getting the story of Kingdom Hearts 3 summarized to me, I am shocked and confused and just don't know what to do with myself
Fuck,
anymore.
and slightly embarrassed at the sight of Larry and the cow.
You could play every single game in order.
And
Do
still have no
everything
idea what's
to
going on.
100%, all the games to get all ounces of story content. You would still have no fucking idea what's happening.
I just want you
Yeah,
to know.
you would
I
have
want you-
some idea of what's going on. You're like, there's a kingdom called Kingdom Hearts, and everybody's after it for some reason. There's these things called Heartless, and it's where the bad people go when they die. And Final Fantasy and Disney is a lot of money making together.
And
That's about all you get out of it.
I just want you to know this episode is going to be called the tutorial on Kingdom Hearts Part 2 plus Part 1.3 plus Part 2.5 plus extra final
Plus
remix
Part
mega all.
3.
Yeah, I was just saying, make sure you add the next
There we go.
And then in
Because-
parentheses, Ultima Edition.
Ultimate Edition
Yes, please do.
with art book included with every purchase.
Yeah, yeah, art book included with every purchase.
Oh man.
Where the fuck are my band-aids?
Yeah, so with that out of the way, we could talk about the thing I like about Kingdom Hearts, which is the gameplay. It's
I
nice.
The game was
Really-
fun to play. This is why it
Yeah,
has a
it's-
fandom.
It's super smooth to play. Like I didn't particularly like the first game because the combos are kind of like chunky, but the second and third
They
game
are.
it's like super smooth.
Yeah, I feel like
Here's
did
how
Woody
you're gonna
in
know that
Spider-Man?
I am like an OG Kingdom Hearts.
Guys,
I tried way too hard person. Because my
There's too many
comparison,
people talking.
my way of going, okay, this is how I know that Kingdom Hearts control scheme was garbage compared to Kingdom Hearts 2 control scheme. Is when I fought Sephiroth in both games. The first game it was such a pain,
oh,
and the
yeah.
second game I felt more like it was still a pain, but I felt more like I'm getting better at
You're
it
like,
each
yeah,
time.
I can actually fight this guy.
And I kind of
And
under
one day
like
you defeat him.
yeah, exactly. But in Kingdom Hearts, the first one, it's just like fucking blind luck.
Yeah.
There's very
It
little you
really
can do
feels
to
like
help yourself.
RNGesus. It really do feel like RNGesus.
You want to know how I cheesed the hell out of him. That's how I actually beat him. I just went and got so many defense ups that my defense was so high he only ever took 1 HP off.
Does he show up in Kingdom Hearts 3 with the same demands?
No, surprisingly,
Thank
I have
God.
not found a Sephiroth battle in Kingdom Hearts 3, which made me really sad. Also, Square Enix decided to go cheap with their music, and the very first world you play is Olympus, right? So you're on like the mountain of Mount Olympus, and you're going up, and then when you actually make it to Olympus, it's just the Final Fantasy 12 title music.
But that's not even.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why would they put that
was
in a
so
Disney
bad.
World?
It's Disney's Olympus, and it's Final Fantasy 12 title music. On the other hand, that does confirm that Square Enix believes that Final Fantasy 12 was absolutely heavenly.
I mean, at least the music
For the
was.
punchline.
See, Zeta, you weren't here last week for the part where we talked about how there's so many other random Disney and Final Fantasy characters that could have solved the problem the whole time, but instead they wanted to make Sora do it.
Yeah, I think it would have been much funnier if Xehanort had teamed up with Kefka.
I'm
at
just
some
saying, I don't think I said this last week, but I think it would have been so much more fun if they went into a world where they just encountered the main cast of Final Fantasy 15, and they just got to ride in a fucking hot rod with them and go on an adventure.
Yeah. Hey, you want to
Like,
see my
what's up?
car that makes Cruella de Vil's automobile look like a fucking...
It's like, oh, what's up? We all on a road
Gothic
trip. You want to join us?
Yeah,
Every
we
option.
drive in the Bertone money machine
Yeah.
through Vegas desert.
We've got a hot
So
mechanic
just-
in the back.
I'm actually super happy they didn't do that though.
Hold on. What was that chuckle? That half-hearted chuckle. What was that?
Who you
Oh
talking
no,
to?
I didn't want to
Who's
get
even
into it, but oh yeah, she's the Daisy Duke of that game, and
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I know the internet loves that one.
Yeah, the internet.
she's
and,
also
like,
Sid's
every
daughter,
cosplayer.
so don't touch.
Of course she is.
Toddler? The fuck?
She's also Sid's daughter,
Does
so
that
don't
really
touch.
surprise you? She's a mechanic. Who do you think the king of mechanics would be in Final Fantasy?
Yeah.
Of course it's gonna be fucking Sid.
Sid's
Remember that one
hilarious.
game where he was bald?
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember the one where he had split personality disorder? Oh wait, that was 12.
Wait, is 10
Yeah.
the one where he
Because
was
there's two Sids.
Because there's
10
two
is when he's
Sids.
bald,
Yeah.
and in 12 you
There's
have
Sid and Al Sid, and one of them,
have
one of them is
Professor
a crazy
Sid and
doctor,
Al
and one of
Sid.
them is a French.
It's Dr.
Air
Sid,
pirate.
you fucking dweeb.
whatever.
You,
Dr.
you should
Sid.
know this.
Fucking
You've
Dr.
beaten the
Sid.
game like 6 times, including the
I've
giant
beaten the game
Ultra Boss.
once.
I've actually
beaten the
never
game
beaten the
once.
game. I've actually never
never
finished
beaten the
game and
Ultra
beaten
Boss.
Undying.
Jimbo.
I get to I get to the part where it's like, let's take the stroll and get aboard the Bahamut, and then I just never do that because there's like a million other things to do. in the game.
Also, Zeta, do you agree with
Fucking
me that if
irritating.
they put Gilgamesh in, he would just show up with a bunch of Keyblades?
That is a massive missed opportunity.
It really
that
is.
Really should have happened.
He should have been in there.
He should have
They
said,
should have.
"Okay."
They should have put him in Kingdom Hearts 3 as the secret boss instead of Sephiroth.
Yeah, it's fucking Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
That
Just
would have
show
been
up like,
amazing.
Gilgamesh, I see you have a Keyblade there. I want it.
This is the Blade of Legend. And it's just like it
You could
looks
do
like
what
the
Final
X
Fantasy XII
Keyblade.
did and have you fight him like several times throughout the game
Yeah.
as like a sort of find you boss off to the side. And every time he gets more and more and more legendary swords.
Yeah, and also gets more and more ridiculous each time you fight him.
Yeah,
Like
His
that,
saving grace
not
is that
having
damn dog.
Not having Gilgamesh in Kingdom Hearts is a huge missed opportunity.
It really, truly is. Yeah. Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh might be my favorite Final Fantasy character of all time. Just based off
Gilgamesh.
how goddamn ridiculous he
my favorite Final
is.
Fantasy character is definitely Mont
Mont
Blanc?
Blanc.
Definitely who?
Mont Blanc is
Blanc.
pretty good.
Oh yeah, Mont Blanc is a
Pimp-ass
fucking
Moogle.
G.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So clearly unpopular opinion, Mont Blanc is a guy who stands on a thing for the entire game and doesn't do shit.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah,
He's great.
That's a different game. That's what he
not
does in
right.
Final Fantasy XII.
Yeah. Do you know?
But
Do you
in
know?
other games, the tactics
Do you-
games, he's one of the most powerful characters.
Do you know
Oh, yeah.
why? Do you know why he
He's
stands on
also
a counter and
all
does
of the
nothing
good
all day,
lines.
Dave? Do you know why he stands on a counter and does nothing all day?
Because the game would need a
Why?
protagonist if they had Mont Blanc do things.
Because he's the fucking boss and he knows it.
He has peons to do things
He's
for him
there
now.
for a reason.
Yeah, no, he's
If you
fucking
if you've
kick-ass.
played any of the tactics games, Mont Blanc is a fucking baller.
Oh yeah.
He's quippier than what the fuck is his name? The air pirate, sky pirate.
Did.
Balthier?
No,
Balthier.
Yeah, Balthier. Sid's kid. He's quippier than
Sid,
Balthier.
kid.
Oh yeah, Balthier
Because
has a kid in
Sid's
12
son
too.
is
Why
Balthier.
are we discussing Final Fantasy so
Yeah,
thoroughly when
we've
we're supposed to
really
be talking
got away
about-
from the point.
Because it's the much more interesting side of
To be
Kingdom
fair,
Hearts,
yes,
EDH.
I agree.
Yeah, to be fair, Disney is just a
I
lot
was gonna
of
say I'm
fluffy
glad that they
bullshit.
didn't do that with Final Fantasy 15 though, because I don't want my amazing road trip bro game to be ruined by fucking the power of friendship.
The power
Because
of
they do the
friendship.
power of friendship too, but they do it
Your
right.
heart.
The flower
They,
of friendship.
no, they do the power of broship. That's way more powerful.
the power of
Yeah.
the power of four guys in a car.
The power of the best man squad is going to get you to your wedding no matter what.
Back to talking about Kingdom Hearts gameplay though.
Yeah.
So one thing I was also really impressed about, because like in the first game, gummy ship levels are terrible. Can we all please agree on that?
Can we just agree that the first game is just kind of terrible?
It's,
first game-
it's,
The
Except,
first
was
game is a
good to
mishmash
pique
of stuff.
interest.
Okay.
except
the
maybe
first game-
Tarzan World was pretty cool.
The first game is
all the
not
like sliding
great,
around
but
and
it's,
shit.
the first game's not great, but it is kind of charming.
It's
Yeah,
not.
that's the thing.
I'll
Yeah.
put it this way: it's
it
not
was good
great.
enough that it got people's attention, and they were like, "Oh, this is kind of cool. I enjoy this. This is
It's-
nice."
It's not
because
great when you have
just
the
like
context of the
as
other
an-
game.
I love how his description of how Kingdom Hearts got popular is so different from the one we did last week. It's like, nah, we just happened to drop Kingdom Hearts in the middle of Lincoln Heart time.
Lincoln Park.
Lincoln
Linkin
Park
Heart.
time.
Lincoln Heart, don't you dare!
Sure. Whatever. Lincoln Park and the emo
Well,
movement and all that stuff, and it was just like,
Kingdom Hearts.
it was like
Lincoln Heart,
Nine
aka Vanitas.
Kingdom Hearts 1, I think, came out in like 2003, something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah, right.
It was the
in
perfect time to catch an
right-
entire generation of angsty teens.
Yeah, right at peak edginess levels.
No, peak edginess was like 2007 to 2013.
You mean when Kingdom Hearts 2 dropped?
No, that was 2006.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts
Oh,
Chain of Memories for the
my
Game Boy was on 2004. So
Yes,
it wasn't
Kingdom
that
Hearts 2 was released in like 2006.
One of the things I think that I liked the best about that game was how as you beat enemies, you just like there's a bestiary basically. Whereas you defeat
Uh-huh.
enemies, they show up in there, and you can get a better look at them and go like, "Oh my god!"
Learn about them, yeah.
Yeah, that's very cool. Most
Well,
games
here's the thing. They
outside
got
of Final
that from
Fantasy
Final
don't
Fantasy.
really do that.
Yeah, they definitely got that from Final Fantasy.
And then like Final Fantasy X, which is my favorite, doesn't really do that unless you go to the arena.
Why? Why is it your favorite? That's a
Final
discussion
Fantasy
for another
X?
time.
Yeah, we can talk about that another time.
It's
Did we already talk about that another time?
Well,
past?
it's I have it on the same level as Final Fantasy VI. I like them both equally.
I will give Final Fantasy. No, that's Final Fantasy 12. I was gonna say I'll give Final Fantasy 10 one thing, which is Gilgamesh, but no, they have Yojimbo instead.
Yeah, they have Yojimbo instead. Final Fantasy X is great, but you
expect a
don't
phoenix,
you
and
don't
yet
have-
provide chicken feed.
you don't have Sabine suplexing a train in that one. So
You also don't have I forgot what I was.
by the way, why wasn't Sabine in Kingdom Hearts? Oh yeah,
Because
he
she would have just suplexed the train,
he would have
and then that would have been
just
the end of the game.
suplexed Xehanort, and it would have been over.
You know the
Yeah.
train. You know the train in Traverse Town.
Yeah, she
Yeah. Leon would have to
No
step in
train
and go,
is
Sabine, Sabine, no.
Sabine is just like visibly shaking.
I like a lot of concepts that Kingdom Hearts brought up. Like, I like the idea of having this weird multiverse. I like the idea of having like a world that was kind of created from the discarded pieces of other worlds that got taken over by the darkness. And sort of that sort of built what they built around there. The idea of the universe of Kingdom Hearts is very, very cool. The execution
But
of
the
telling a
execution
story
of
in
it
that
is
universe
sus.
was incredibly terrible.
Really
But the
Yeah,
universe was really
it's
cool.
tough.
This idea of like, I also like
My
the idea
favorite
because they
part
bring
of
it up.
Kingdom Hearts
My voice keeps
is
cracking.
Hades.
I mean, that's my favorite part of Disney. So,
Just Hades.
who blew out my hair? I love that they got the
Well,
voice
we're
actor to
over
come
there.
back and play Hades for him.
It's
Or-
actually not. It's somebody else
Not?
because he got blacklisted by Disney because he was like, it's okay to sleep with 17-year-olds as long as they're okay with it.
Oh, I did
Wow.
I
not
did
know
not
that.
know that.
Good thing he got the
Yeah.
boot then.
Didn't know that
Yeah.
was okay.
I was just like, oh, because I was like, how come I haven't seen him in anything? He's a really good voice actor. And I looked that up, and then I found that out, and I was like, oh boy, yeah, he can stay over there.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah. So anyway, Here's-
Let's get off
here's
that heavy
Wonderwall.
subject.
So anyway, here's
so-
Wonderwall.
Anyway, here's Conway Twitty.
What the hell?
you can see the generational gap between the three of us and
I-
Ringo.
Yeah, yeah. But
No, I got
I like
that.
that. I like that idea and the idea of the universe being like that. I like that they talk about in the first game, the second game, and in Birth by Sleep. They mention that trying to travel through the they talk about how space is literally like in and of itself moving through the darkness, like moving through the dark void that kind of rules everything. And that is an oppressive place for someone who is a being of light to exist. Hence why Aqua turned into edgy Aqua. So you have to
That's
have
why
something
Aqua
like a
turned
ship.
into fucking turquoise.
Yeah, there you go.
Turquoise.
Slightly edgier Aqua.
Yeah, right.
Aqua and the cooler Aqua.
No, that's Baby Blue.
No, I'm pretty sure that's Child Aqua.
No, Baby Blue is cool as fuck. You ever seen a Corvette colored Baby Blue?
Have you ever seen Harry Winkle?
Have you ever tried to disguise?
Blue's Clues?
Have you ever tried to... Well, no.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. It's Kingdom Hearts. So it's. Have you ever tried, guys?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm just gonna keep shit posting until.
Yeah.
Five Guys, Riku, and Lies.
Oh no.
Yeah, Jesus.
Five Guys and Kyrie made pies.
And for any of our listeners out there who's like,
Whoa, Ringo! Whoa!
I'm sorry, what did he say?
Wrong, not me.
He said Five Guys, Kyrie made pies.
Oh no.
I meant that in a wholesome way.
You
Well,
can't,
that's-
you can't.
Guess what? It's Kingdom
Internet
Hearts. so
doesn't
that's
do
what happened.
wholesome,
Yeah,
Ringo.
no.
You just unleashed that upon the internet.
Yeah,
Congrats.
I refuse to edit that one out. That's got to stay in.
Congratulations.
It's going to go on iFunny. Somebody's gonna see it.
Please don't mention iFunny.
My
ever
fucking
again.
god, this boomer over here. I get my memes from iFunny
Why is that a bad
What's that
thing?
Left 4 Dead 2
because it's like
Nick
such a
You hear that,
cursed
boomer?
website.
You hear that, boomer? Boomer around here.
Oh, there he is.
He just wanted to pop in real quick and say,
So
Yeah, I just wanted to
Um,
show the world my middle finger, and then now I will go back to cleaning up.
"Yeah, hey Dave, do you have a cheeseburger account? Is that
Oh my god.
I'm happy to say I never did that.
Well,
I
here's the
haven't
funny
been on
thing.
there since I was like 12 years old.
Yeah, I made a Lucrezia meme on there once, and I don't think I've ever gone back.
back in the day, I made a Lucrezia meme.
Sorry.
She's so
I'm so sorry."
I'm sorry.
That's like
Moving
almost half
on.
of her dialogue lines are her apologizing.
I'm
So it's
sorry.
just like,
Shut up.
it's
Jesus.
funny.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Well, I wanted to mention specifically the gummy thing is like the gummy ship thing was
I
like
do like that they have this section of the game where it's like, oh, you want to transport between worlds? Here's some fucking space combat. That's pretty cool.
in the first
Yeah.
game it was terrible. In the second game it was
Right, but the
much
idea
better.
of having that section there where they're like, if you're gonna go from point A to point B, you're gonna have to play a space combat section,
Yeah.
which is
If you're going to go
something.
to another planet, you have to fly through space.
Yeah, it's something that a lot of games, like, there's not a whole lot of space combat games. So having a little section in there, even though it's absolutely silly, because it's a game made for kids, but it's still like kind of cool that the whole
I have
space
a hot
space
take.
combat thing. What, Zeta?
The space combat in Kingdom Hearts 3 is better than the space combat in Halo Reach.
Okay.
Ooh, you're
I
gonna
don't know,
light
'cause I
the internet
haven't
up
played-
on that one.
I haven't played Kingdom Hearts 3. So
But
I
I'm going to agree with you actually.
I haven't played
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 3, and I don't know that I played enough of Reach to get to space combat, so I don't know.
There's
Yeah,
one space
I
combat
was
level in
super
Reach,
disappointed. I have a hotter take.
and it's really limiting.
Freelancer is better than the space combat in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh yeah,
Well,
for
I mean,
sure.
it is, but that's also
Yeah, no
because it's a whole
kidding.
game that's built around space combat. So,
Mhm.
of course, it is.
Yeah, what's it called? Eververse or something like that? Or no? I'm trying to remember.
Everspace, Horus is a
Everspace,
new
yeah.
one. Fucking
Online.
I
No,
haven't played that.
True Eve.
What the fuck is it called? It's the Star Wars game that just came out recently. Squadrons.
Quadrants.
Oh yeah.
One's-
No,
that
that's
one's
actually really
really
good. I mean, it's
Yeah.
you can't like explore the universe, unfortunately. but,
Everybody
like,
that
the
I
actual
asked
running around in the
about that
levels is
game-
pretty cool.
Because like most EA games, it is a pay-to-win story-based game.
Everybody that
but-
I've asked about that game has told me that it gave them motion sickness.
As somebody who played it in VR, I 100% understand that.
Yeah.
I could see VR giving you motion sickness for that game.
Because I was like, yo, if I'm going to be a pilot, this is going to be, something close to dogfighting. And then I was just like, oh man, I got a long way to go.
You're like, I think I don't ever want to fly an F-16.
I gotta figure out the.
No, I don't,
I
because
gotta-
at this
we
point,
hit
the
3
F-16s are
Gs,
so
guys.
old they shouldn't
Oh
be
my
flying
God.
anymore. We got like F-24s
But I would
now.
say like they made major improvements because I'm trying to think. They didn't really have a space combat section in Birth by Sleep. I don't think they
No,
didn't have a
Birth by
space combat
Sleep-
section in Dream Drop Distance.
Chain of Memories.
Dream Drop
Dream Drop
Distance,
Distance.
instead of having a space combat section, had a Pokemon section.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Dream Drop Distance is literally
know-
Kingdom Hearts Pokemon.
Okay, so Dream Drop Distance, you can play normally without the other things, but there's a few times. There's this whole thing where they're like, oh, there's special types of Heartless called Dreams and Nightmares, and you have to kill the
Dream
Nightmares.
Eaters, which come in spirits and nightmares.
Yeah, something like that. Spirits and Nightmares are called Dream Eaters. And spirits are
And they
basically
sort of
like
are and aren't heartless, kind of like the unversed.
The-
They're
the-
yet another
spirits are
classification.
tameable. Spirits are something you can like make friends with, and
Spirits
then you
are
get like
basically
a
Pokemon,
Here's-
and nightmares
here's what
are
I think is funny.
basically
just
edgily
like
colored
Pokemon, just so we're clear, just like Pokemon, you start out with like, oh, look at this adorable group of like little kitty cats and puppy dogs and fluffies, like, and by the end of the game, you're like, and also
You
I
have
have a tiger
dragons
the
and
size of Godzilla.
Yeah. You're playing with some fucking Zoids.
Yeah.
Bro, what the fuck?
Yep.
Yeah, have you not played Dream Drop Distance?
I've played
I
1
would
and 2
argue-
in Chain of Memories. That's it.
I would argue Dream Drop
All right.
Distance is actually worth your time.
Dream Drop Distance, it's difficult to get into it first because
sounds like
if
a
you're
fucking
used to playing
nightmare.
Games like 2. Well, I mean, but if you're used
Yeah.
to playing games like 1 or 2, then it's going to be kind of hard to catch on because you really do have to keep up on your Pokemon, for lack of a better term. Because there's some enemies that like you have to use your spirits to beat them,
That's
or you have to use your spirits to get through
cringe.
other things in games, or other things in the game. But if you played Chain of Memories and you're like, oh, this is a good game, then you'll probably be okay.
Is it included in the bundle on PC for Kingdom Hearts?
Probably.
If it's the
'cause when I bought it
1.5,
on
2.5
PlayStation-
remix, then yes.
When I
Okay.
played it on PlayStation, or when I bought it on PlayStation, I got the 2.5 Ultimate Mix, along with Dream Drop Distance and 3.
Yeah, I have the like 1.5.2.6.8.3.145659255
We're
repeated.
just gonna throw pi in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I have Ultimate Final Mix Pi.
Yep.
Yeah.
Find me the Pi Blade.
Key edition with art book.
He can edition with art book.
By the way, I talked with my friend about they were asking me like what Disney world would you like to see in a Kingdom Hearts game? And I was like, I would like Disney to sack up and put Black Cauldron in one of their games.
Yeah, for fucking real. Like
Ooh.
Black Cauldron would have been a good
Dude, the
addition.
Horn King would be a
Yeah,
good
they
actual
were like,
villain
They,
for
they
Kingdom
asked
Hearts.
me what Black Cauldron was, which made me feel old. But then I explained to them like, yeah, no, the villain of Black Cauldron is like a legit necromancer that kills a fuck ton of people and then brings them back to kill more people, and would literally wipe the floor with the whole villain council from the first game. Like
He would be. He would have to be the head of it. Although in the book that Disney made a movie after, the Horn King is kind of like a Skeletor character, where he has like, a master behind him. He's not as jokey as Skeletor is.
I'm just saying, now that
No.
they've removed
Also, he
Xehanort
is
from the
voiced by
picture,
John Hurt,
just
so there's that.
they removed Xehanort now. He's dead. So let's just
Wait, he's
slide
voiced
the
by
Horn
John
King in
Hurt?
there.
Yeah.
Make him the next
Yeah, the
big
Horn
villain.
King was voiced by John Hurt.
Yeah.
Wasn't John Hurt the dragon from Merlin?
Maybe, I don't
What?
remember.
John Hurt was the dragon from the newer Peter's Dragon.
John
Was it
Hurt's been
Peter
in
Dragon?
a lot of things.
Yeah. He
There
was
a-
also
I
like
remember he played a dragon in something.
he was also like the weird
He was also the war doctor.
that weird like
Yeah, he was.
Our doctor.
He's
12
also
and a half
been in
doctor.
11.5.
Yeah.
No, sorry, Doctor 8.5, because it was right before Chris Eccleston.
I love how if you watch Chris
Okay.
Eccleston Doctor Who from the beginning, it doesn't seem at all like he just came out of a war because it wasn't a part of the
Well, that
story.
was that was kind of the point.
We have gone way the fuck off topic.
We somehow. Well, here's the thing: Kingdom Hearts is very wibbly wobbly timey
It
wimey.
really is. Yeah. I liked the fact that you could upgrade all of your shit and you could get different like types of keyblades and stuff. That was really cool. Like if you put a new fucking that's that I think is one of two things that I pick on that makes not a lot of sense but is kind of cool. Is like if I just get a new charm, shove it on my keyblade here, it changes the whole fucking thing.
Magic.
Yeah. The other thing that makes no damn sense to me is how the fuck 101 Dalmatians get lost in like 8 worlds.
Don't worry about it.
Magic.
And then of course there's the part you don't want to think about.
Disappear.
The part you don't want to think about where it's like, why is there puppies locked in the chest in the bottom of the ocean?
I remember seeing a comic about that where they open the chest and 3 dead puppies just float out, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Do be like that sometimes.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
Oh yeah, I suppose the Pirates of the Caribbean world was pretty cool too. The world.
Oh,
yeah,
in,
actually."
Captain
The-
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Can we
Here's the
disagree?
fun thing.
Kingdom Hearts 3 as gameplay was awesome.
I don't know. I've not
It was
played it.
really well built.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, the gameplay of it is amazing. The story makes less sense than literally any entry before it.
Yeah.
The story feels
I still
like
haven't really finished it because you got to go find like these super gates or whatever to go fight like
You have
special
to find
battles.
the super gauge.
so
What?
the story for what I've surmised based on what my friend sent me, the story of Kingdom Hearts 3 was basically just they went on Fiverr and paid a bunch of Kingdom Hearts fan fiction artists to get together in a room and come up with some bullshit, and that's what they actually pitched and put in their game.
It does feel like that.
Yeah, I can see that being
It
what
really
it is.
does feel like that.
described, but by like a drunk 5-year-old.
Yeah, they hired. That's it. They hired Drunk History to write the third game.
Yeah. I got this bike I can hit you with.
Yeah, and then a bunch of Heartless showed up, and it was called the Demon Tower. Yeah,
Demon Tower is actually from a previous game.
I don't recall that being.
It's from whatever the game where you're playing Aqua in the Realm of Darkness is called. I forget.
Pretty sure that's called Birth by Sleep.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
No. There's a separate game.
Recoded?
No.
Hold on. I have the box over here.
358 over 2 days.
Hold on. Give me a second. I'm
382
Aqua
over
has
5
her
days.
own game.
It's the
Unis Anus?
It would be the Kingdom Hearts 2.8 mix is the one I'm thinking of.
2.8.
This is
this
is one of
those.
This is one of those things I could go look it up right now, but it would also ruin my stream if I did that. Well,
Here it is.
ruin my recording.
It's called Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep: A Fragmentary Passage.
What
And
the
it is not the
fuck?
same game as Birth by Sleep, just so we're clear.
Kingdom Hearts needs to stop making more
We aren't
games.
clear, by the way, just to establish that. Nothing about any of this is clear.
No, really,
Not even
honestly.
slightly.
This is where we insert "It's time to stop."
Yeah, for real.
It's time to stop.
Yeah. Oh boy.
This needs to cease to be. Maybe I should just stream Kingdom Hearts games. That'd be like endless content for me.
The only Kingdom
yeah.
Hearts game that I actually finished was Chain of Memories on the Game Boy. That was it.
I think the
Yeah,
only,
and
no, I beat 3.
I know
technically,
we touched on this in the first episode, but in the doing the PS2 game and having to combo cards together in order to swing sword, it sucks. It sucks so bad.
But it works on the Game Boy because the Game Boy
because
only
on the
has
Game
5
Boy
Well,
you
yeah.
have limited resources and shit. On the PS2, there's literally no reason for you to have to use cards other than it's a story trope for reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's real frustrating, is what it is.
Yeah, it is.
Marluxia, that's what his name was.
Oh man, there was I love how some people call him Marluxia, and then people get so pissed about it.
Yeah, because it's like, have you ever seen French?
Let's go through the list of every character in Kingdom Hearts and
No,
No,
let's
no,
not.
and
please.
just mispronounce all
no,
of their names.
no, please don't.
No, we do not
Do
need
you
to
have any
call
idea how long
that
that will take?
storm down
Yes, and we
upon
will
us.
mispronounce all of them.
Mikui Muse,
No, doing that. Oh,
Sarah,
man.
the main character, Sarah,
Sarah.
K-Ray,
Raikou.
Oh my god.
Raikou.
Oh. The internet is about to hate us.
Shell.
Shadowort.
Do you,
I didn't know.
Zion.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Zion.
just say Zion. That'll piss a lot of people off. I'm trying to think. Wasn't there a game
Ampersand,
that
the
came out
Seeker of
between?
Darkness.
Oh, what's ampersand? Birth by Sleep had a very different playstyle because it was designed for the 3DS or the PlayStation Portable or something. I
See,
don't
if
remember.
there was a game on the
PSP.
3DS or the PSP that was also card based, it would also still kind of make sense.
By the way, can I just ask, what is everybody's favorite Kingdom Hearts world? Like, just between all the games.
Out of the
that,
whole
yeah.
I'd have to be-
series?
Out of the whole, I had to pick something for Dream Drop Distance or something from 3 because they're the best built.
Hollow Bastion. It looks really cool.
Hollow Bastion is very cool.
I don't know. I'd probably say, that is a tough one.
I could say for sure, I think out of the ones
Yeah,
that I've
PlayStation
played,
Portable, by the way.
out of the ones that I've played, I think my favorite is probably the Mulan world.
Oh, you know what? That was a pretty
You
good
ain't,
one.
yeah, you ain't played very many then.
I told you, 1 and 2 and Chain of Memories. That's it.
Well, because when I
think
think about it, I'm
played
sitting here
one or
going.
two, but I never beat them, and I didn't.
I'm
play
sitting
much
here
of them.
going.
Oh, I don't know if you guys covered it last week, but I'm gonna go with Kingdom Hearts 3's Pirates of the Caribbean world because you get to see Sora absolutely manhandle Davy Jones.
let me tell you what happened last week, Zeta, since you weren't here. We got to the end of Kingdom Hearts 2, and then Dave goes, I'm not touching Kingdom Hearts 3 with a 50-foot pole.
Yeah,
Pretty
here we are.
much.
He's like, that's just a whole bucket of nope. I'm not even touching it. Which is
I mean,
why
I think I kind
did.
of sort of touched on it. I explained the ending, and I was like, nothing made sense in this game.
Yeah, he was like, and then Jesus came in and rescued Stalin.
God damn it.
And then Jesus came in and rescued Stalin.
What a thing to hear.
And I was like, I want to be clear that Xehanort did some really fucked up shit and millions of people died, and he just walks into heaven.
Yeah.
Oh, he's really a good guy on the inside, guys.
He's really a good guy on the inside. Mass murderer,
Because
genocide,
The power
literally
of
destroyer of
forgiveness.
worlds. He's really a good guy on the inside.
Yeah. But he did
Our
it all
dad
for a
would
good
hate that
cause.
game. Now that I think about
Who?
that,
Who would
Dad,
hate it?
he would hate that game.
Oh, yeah.
He would hate the
Easy.
concept that that guy gets to walk into heaven.
I don't know that he would hate that game so much because I'm pretty sure as it stands, you could open basically every door in that game. So he might actually enjoy
Okay, I don't
it.
know if we've made that joke before.
Oh, we've made it many
Yeah,
times.
We definitely have.
We definitely have.
Okay.
Dad hates games where you have a door that doesn't open.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just a texture.
Yeah.
You're like, this isn't realistic.
why
You
is it
can't
a
open
door?
it.
Like
Why is it a door? Why
if
didn't they just
there's
make a wall.
if there's one single door that is a map decal that you can't open, that bitch gets a 1-star Yelp review. I know you don't go on Yelp to rate games, but that's our dad.
He's
Hopefully
you
you
know
don't watch
what
this
kind of
if you have
person
that
you know what kind of person Dad is. Fucking
A
There's-
boomer.
there's some kind of problem with the fucking like minor inconvenience with the technical side of doing all the questions and shit for donating plasma. And he's like, well, if you guys just fucking hired me, I would fucking fix all your goddamn problems and you wouldn't have to fucking deal with this bullshit anymore. It's like, shut up.
Like, bro, chill.
Dude.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can relax.
Yeah, very much the let's make it awkward in public sort of person.
Yeah.
He's like a
Um,
man, Karen.
Yeah, he really is a man, Karen.
Boy,
I was gonna
I'm gonna hear
bring
about
up
this
that,
one
like,
later.
if I have to pick up, or what's the word I'm looking for? If I
You
had to
actually
pick
watched
like a
these?
favorite world,
I don't know.
like I'm thinking of the worlds I've played. Like 3's probably got the best constructed worlds. I do like the Pirates of the Caribbean world because it's literally Assassin's Creed Black Flag, but in Kingdom Hearts.
No,
Oh,
it's
Does
they
Sora
took
do
all
a
the
leap of
mechanics
faith?
of Black Flag. They took, I think, at one point, yes, actually.
Does Sora
they
what?
took all the
Do a leap of
mechanics,
faith?
which I think he does.
He does not do an
Actually-
eagle dive, but you do jump from a very high point at one point. Yes.
Yeah.
Tron was a pretty
Straight
good.
into the water.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I think that's the tie-up for me between the Big Hero 6 world, the Tron world, the grid.
Now, did they do a Kingdom Hearts 3 Tron world that was based off of the
No.
other Tron movie?
The
Straight.
Tron Legacy, you mean?
No,
Yeah.
it's in
Yeah.
it's in Dream Drop Distance, I think, isn't it?
Oh, it might be. It might be. Yeah, that world was pretty good. Yeah, it was in Dream Drop Distance. The grid was good in Dream Drop
Yes.
Distance.
Yeah.
I liked Pirates of the Caribbean world. I liked
Notre Dame was in Dream Drop Distance too, wasn't it?
I didn't like that world as much though. Not enough to be my favorite. I mean, it's not a bad world.
All I
or anything.
remember is I
Like-
saw a 3D animation of Frollo with a sword, and I was like, "Hello, what game is this?"
Karaoke
I like the Big
Slimesicle.
Hero 6 world, and I like the Monsters Inc. world. Those are the ones I really like.
The only U2s that I have.
I have the collection of U2s that didn't age well, aka JonTron and Nux.
Noxtaku?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not talking
how was
about
that
that on
not
this
age
show.
well?
We're not talking about that on this show, but we can talk about it after.
Okay, I guess.
He said they did not age well.
I'm curious as to how Noxtaku did not age well.
You'll find out later.
really have to ask.
Also,
you could go look on the internet, buddy. You get your answer.
can I just ask? Well, like, I've only played 1, 2, and Chain of Memories, but like that choice at the beginning of 1 where they put you in the stained glass world and they're like, pick sword or shield or stick. Did that even fucking matter at all?
It changes like little things.
It,
'Cause
it
you do the same
changes
thing
your
in 2 as
starting
well.
stats.
Yeah. So it also changes what abilities you get at what levels. So like if you pick the sword, you'll get more attack-oriented abilities earlier. If you pick the shield, you'll get more defense-oriented abilities earlier. and if you pick the stick, as you so eloquently put it, you'll get more magic enhancing abilities earlier.
I'm
and
sorry.
then
Is
you'll
it
get-
or is it not a stick?
It is a magic stick.
It's a wand.
Which is
It's a
a
magic
stick.
It's a
a
magic stick.
But so
It's
for
a-
example,
it is a
like
gas-powered
the
stick.
higher
Yes.
No, it's not
some of the
gas
higher
powered
tiered
stick.
magical stuff. 'Cause I always pick
Gas-powered
the sword.
stick.
I always pick the sword. Some of the higher tier magical stuff you don't get to like almost level 99.
I always pick the sword because magic is bullshit and who gives a shit about defense?
We could
All
fist bump
attack,
on that.
baby. when
Sorry,
I
I
play,
was
this
reading
is
something else. What
I'm
happened?
sorry, I like being a walking tank.
I said I
So
always pick
we've all
sword.
basically agreed that your idea that magic is great is garbage, and we like sword better.
I like being a walking tank.
Yeah, well, you can do that through the power of magic. Have you guys not seen that Overlord
Mages are
meme where he's
squishy.
just casting like
Mages are
100
squishy.
different buff spells on himself?
I have
No?
actually.
What the fuck are you
I
talking
didn't know
about?
that was that.
I
didn't know that
do.
existed.
No, my favorite Overlord meme is the one where it's like, "How rude, vomiting at the sight of a person," and nobody knows what I'm talking about.
When they-
Great.
when they a
Well,
big
I mean,
ugly
I do
bitch.
because you discussed it with me yesterday.
Yeah. I
So
don't-
there's
I don't know
a
nothing
scene
about
where
Overlord.
he's standing in front of like the heroes, and the heroes are like, "Are you sure he doesn't have magic powers? Because he's the Lich." And she's like, "I know for certain that he at least isn't magical." And then he like tilts his head and goes, "Oh wait, are you using magic detection abilities? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to deceive you." And he pulls a ring off his finger, and she immediately like doubles over, falls to her knees, and pukes. And he goes, "How rude, vomiting at the sight of a person." And then she turns to her friends and says, "Run, we can't win." And he's like, "We are beyond you running away at this point."
Too late for you. You pressed play on Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
It's too late. You
Down the
purchased
rabbit
game.
hole you go.
Imagine if they tried to. Imagine Sora in the Matrix.
Can
Ugh.
I can I ask, because I actually don't remember, it's been way too long. Was Clayton ever a part of that council of villains, or was he just an asshole that showed up and then transformed into a giant chameleon?
First of all, he did not
What?
transform into a giant chameleon. Also, he was just an asshole who showed up.
Okay.
He didn't transform into a chameleon. Giant chameleon decided that it was going to be his friend because it wanted to make his heart dark or whatever, and he just shot a 12-year-old with a 12-gauge shotgun.
Yeah. Yep.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Kingdom Hearts
So,
1.
hang
You're not remembering Kingdom Hearts 1, the Tarzan world.
Clayton, the bad guy with the shotgun.
He literally shoots a 12-year-old kid with a shotgun.
Oh.
You
It's
know,
not a
the
shotgun.
villain from the movie Tarzan.
Rifle.
It's an
gun.
elephant
It's-
gun, whatever.
Elephant
Yeah,
gun.
just like in the movie Tarzan,
like
where he's
very
just kind
big.
of an asshole that shows up.
And
Yeah.
shoots gorillas because for some reason.
Gorilla.
Gorillas.
So I tried to look up this meme that David just explained to us from Overlord, and the first thing that comes up is, "I did not pop a single boner while watching Kill a Kill," and then it's just Ainzul Gown saying, "Applaud my supreme power."
Applaud my supreme power is also a great meme. That's probably a pretty good. It might be my favorite Overlord meme. Applaud my supreme power.
Also, I don't think it's possible to pop a boner to Kill a Kill. That shit's way too
no,
weird.
it's so bad.
Like, yeah, there's some level of, hey guys, the characters might get naked, but you're too busy going, what the fuck is going on to even give a shit?
And then at the end, it's
You
like,
haven't noticed
by
it
the
'cause you're too
way,
busy taking notes.
clothing was the bad guy.
Yeah, and
And
it's
you're
like
like,
clothing is evil.
What? Did a nudist write this?
I mean,
Because the good guys
the
are
good
called
guy faction is
Nudist
called
Beach.
Nudist Beach. Yeah. Oh my god.
A Japanese person wrote it.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Japanese nudists, apparently.
They write weird shit.
Yeah.
You have no idea. Actually,
Yeah,
you have
they-
exactly.
Now we have
an
every idea. Kingdom Hearts
Yeah.
exists.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I think it was fun that Moogles were the shopkeepers for everything, except for when it was Sid and Scrooge. But
Yeah, but for the most part, it was Moogles.
it was Moogles. Yeah. and that was a nice way
Well, they
to
had
include
to
them.
like that
do
was
like
Studio
what Sid
Trigger.
does, which is the
That's not
what do they
surprising,
call it?
actually.
The gummy ship.
He does the
things.
gummy ships, so it's like the spaceship airship guy. So
And then there's
Mhm.
Chip and Dale. who
Yeah,
do
and
the
then
gummy
there's
ships as well.
Scrooge.
well,
who
they're the
gives you ice cream.
engineers, and Scrooge does give you ice cream, but I think he gives you something else as well. Like you buy stuff.
Also,
Stop.
I kind of want to just because I kind of want to go over. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. I don't remember because it's been a long time since I played. But like, what were the fucking rare ass cards from Chain of Memory?
well, while you're doing that, I want to discuss drive forms, which is a Kingdom Hearts 2 thing that kind of got grandfathered into Kingdom Hearts 3 a little bit.
Not really. No.
I mean, no, you have drive forms in Kingdom Hearts 3. They just don't work like they did in 2 at all.
I don't think they're called drive forms either.
I mean, well, you
It's
have a
called,
blue
like, a
form and a red
limit
form
break.
and a yellow form. So, but the
Well,
drive forms
no,
were
you don't.
interesting
Each
because
Keyblade has a limit break.
yeah, that's kind of how they do it, isn't it? Right, and some Keyblades actually, you're right. So you have what's called limit form, and then if you're in limit form, when you do a limit break on a Keyblade, you can get a drive form, but it's really temporary. It's less, it's even more temporary than.
Oh, I've never been able to do that.
That sounds like dog shit.
I had to learn to do it because some of those like super battles are really fucking awful.
Sounds fucking terrible.
Also, Kingdom Hearts 3 is like almost 100 gigabytes of space.
What the
All I know
fuck?
is I took this Star Seeker Keyblade, and I got
just
that one's final
lost-
mix, and it was
I
like
just lost
you
beard.
get guns.
You get guns where?
With the the limit form for the Star Seeker Keyblade in 3, you get fucking guns. You just do like a fucking lot of shooting with homing bullets.
I don't think I did that one.
Yeah, try. That was how I beat Xehanort, as I just fucking spammed the limit form.
You just
Interesting.
made a lot of chlorophyte bullets and just fucked them up.
Yeah, more or less.
So like the drive forms, you get Valor Form, Wisdom Form, Master Form, Final Form, and Anti Form.
isn't
Which
a
did
real
not make a
form.
reappearance in Kingdom Hearts 3 that I recall.
I think it did.
Did it?
Pretty sure it did.
No,
I'm
wait.
pretty sure
I think it did happen because if I recall correctly, he goes into anti-form at one point. And then like one of the characters says something like, okay, what the fuck was that? And Donald and Goofy are like, oh, that happens sometimes.
Oh, that happens sometimes? What the
Yeah,
fuck?
oh, don't worry.
They just hand wave it like it's nothing. But what I did like was because we briefly discussed this last week. So it's all of the forms have different things. So like Valor Form, you get 2 Keyblades and you run around and you beat the shit out of people with them. And you lose Goofy but become really tanky. Wisdom Form, you lose Donald but you skate around, become really fast, and your Keyblade
get
becomes a
shooty
rifle.
guns.
Yeah, your
Shooty
Keyblade
gun,
becomes a
boom,
rifle.
boom.
Yeah, you get shooty gun.
And then Master Form, you lose both of them, and you
But
become
get the
very
dual-wield
fast
Keyblades,
and
you become a
very strong.
whirlwind. Well, you become a whirlwind of magic slashes.
And Final
And then
Final, I
Final
don't
Form,
quite
you lose
understand what
both of
that is.
them.
I think it was just a.
You get it randomly after after you've completed all 3 of the other drive forms level up progress. Then like at total random, you will get Final Form after that.
Yeah,
So
but
you'll
the
go
Final
into
Form
Drive
becomes
Form
something
and
you
you'll
can
get
choose
Final
after
Form.
that. But Final Form is like an upgraded
Yeah.
Master Form.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
By the
Talk about
way,
two or three.
You basically just
Two.
keep pressing one button and the game plays itself in Final Form.
Yeah,
by the way,
yeah, pretty much.
was there ever really a reason why we could summon Chicken Little? Like, why was he there?
I never understood. The only one of those that I ever use is Genie because it's the only one that
Well,
has
like
I think that's
immediately
what I was
apparent.
some of
talking
them
about.
made
When-
sense, right?
I
Because
think
like
that
you
what
get
just
Genie
said-
because you go to the Aladdin world and you help him out, and like you get
You
Orin
remember-
because you go to the underworld and help him out. But like Chicken Little and Stitch, like why?
Listen, do you remember last week I said some shit about fucking genie
You said
form? and that's
Genie
not even a
form,
thing.
yes.
But I think what he just said is what I was talking about.
Yeah, because Genie gets drive forms.
Yeah, genie gets dried from. Yeah, okay, that makes sense then. That's definitely what I was talking about. I think. I only remember seeing it once, and it was versus Hercules.
Yeah, so you
Hold on.
summon Genie, and then Genie basically.
I want to see this.
You don't remember
uses
Genie
your
drive
Kingdom
forms?
Hearts Genie drive form.
That was in Kingdom Hearts 2, bro.
I don't recall that. No.
That's like every time you summon him, he has a random drive form.
No, you can choose his drive form, and you can change it in the middle of the genie summon as well.
Let me see. Genie has most of the screen time in the second game. Misses most
you
of
go.
the action. Arrives near the Endosaurus first. Huh?
Look
Did
at
you
that.
put it in the chat?
Oh yeah, he sent it.
Yeah. Okay.
Genie in his final form.
There's also this one.
But I was also gonna mention like that looks like final form. It's probably wisdom form though. I guess.
No,
Is
he's got.
this anti form right here? Is
No,
this
the
anti form?
first one is Genie
That's
Valor,
anti-form.
and then the second one is Genie Final, and yeah, that's anti-form.
So anti-form was one of those ones where unless you were really low on health, you turn into anti-form, and it was supposed to be like a random bad thing to happen to you. But every time I'd be playing the game, I'd be like, yes, because he's just a monster that murders
Anti-form
everything.
kicks the shit out of everyone.
Yeah, I really do, but you can't heal. That's the downside of anti-form.
Until you get Final Form, then it's just like this is the best thing ever.
Yeah, final form is better than anti-form. I'm never like upset for anti-form to happen, but once I have final form, it's like, final form would have been better. And I think last week I mentioned this too. The one time I don't like getting final form is when you're on the stupid bridge fight with Zaldan,
Yeah.
and he just floats. Because final form is, or not final form, anti-form is 100% melee. You cannot there are no ranged attacks. So he just floats outside of your range forever, and you can't hit him, you can't do anything. The best you can do is just run around and hopefully dodge his BS until you're out of drive form, and then you're like, that was a waste of my drive form. I really would have preferred final form right about then, because I could have shot
Final
this dude.
Wisdom.
By the way, apparently Muramasa is the rarest card in Chain of Memories.
Muramasa? That's a
Yeah, I mean, that
card?
doesn't surprise me, seeing as
Yeah,
how
What is
Muramasa is
Muramasa?
a rare
Muramasa,
thing.
that's the Sephiroth. Oh, it's called
No,
my
that's-
bad. It's called One
That's a
Winged Angel.
Nodachi Masa moon.
It's called
He
One
doesn't have a
Winged Angel.
Muramasa. He has a Nodachi Masa moon.
But yeah, I think because they changed a few things. There in Birth by Sleep, they didn't have drive forms. They had
I'm
like
sorry, hold on. I looked this up. I looked up Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories Muramasa, and I got in the official Kingdom Hearts Originals wiki Bobby Muramasa, and it's a
What?
person.
What?
And apparently they're from Birth by Sleep.
what?
I have no idea who this is.
So anyway, what's you guys' favorite bosses?
I've never seen this character. I don't know who this is.
Who is
He
this
looks
Saiyan
like-
warrior?
He looks like. First off,
Oh,
he
wait a
does
second, it
straight up
says
look like a
DeviantArt.
Saiyan. That's not a real character.
Where the fuck
Yeah,
is it in the
Keyblade-
fucking wiki?
I bet
Bobby
Originals
Muramasa
Wiki is for
a
original
young
characters.
Keyblade Master hybrid Saiyan created by the one.
Oh my god. Fuck off with that.
He is
Yeah,
the
no.
son of Eriquis Muramasa.
Okay,
First
I
of
don't
all,
want
I
to hear
don't
This
think
is your
that's Ericus's last
No,
name.
but this is actually a good segue into the dark side of the Kingdom Hearts fandom.
That's
Oh
true.
please. Oh please don't take us there.
This was the problem with
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts.
Every furry with even a modicum of artistic skill.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with Kingdom Hearts though?
It has to do
Kingdom
with like
Hearts,
the whole.
Because of that excessive and aggressive bisexual energy, it attracted like all the furries on DeviantArt. Like
think it attracted more than just the furries.
majority of the Kingdom Hearts fandom is furries or deviant degenerates.
Okay, but explain to me which characters
Okay,
besides Donald
you know
and
you're
Goofy.
gonna have to define deviant degenerate because deviant has also been used to refer to just
Also, I'd
gay
like
people.
I'd like you to explain to me what characters besides Donald and Goofy are furries.
none of them. Well,
None of
Simba,
them.
I
I'm
guess.
just saying, like the aggressive bisexual energy somehow is what attracted them.
So you're saying
Fucking Simba.
so you're saying that if I condensed bisexual energy into a bottle and then tossed it into the middle of a park, I would just get rushed by furries. Is that what you're telling me?
No, the bottle would get rushed by furries.
Yeah,
Zeta, what the fuck? That's dumb as fuck, bro.
doesn't change what happened.
I laugh because suddenly I'm not the controversial one.
I'm laughing because last week we talked about how all of the edgy DeviantArt people flocked to Kingdom Hearts because it was right in the middle of like peak Bullet for My Valentine, Green Day, Linkin Park times.
Well,
Yeah.
you're not wrong.
It was the Hot Topic crowd that showed up. And then Kingdom Hearts 2 dropped and they all went, oh shit!
Hot Pockets.
They don't sell Hot Pockets at Hot Topic. It's really
They
a missed
should.
It's a
opportunity.
missed opportunity.
It is a missed opportunity. Get your Hot Pockets at Hot Topic.
Get your Hot Pockets at Hot Topic. Boom, 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 boom,
You
boom,
could get Hot Topic exclusive.
Anyway,
Hot
I gotta
Pockets.
get off the call now so I can finish prep.
Yeah, I was about to say we gotta wrap this up pretty soon.
Okay, favorite Keyblade.
All right,
Star Seeker.
favorite Keyblade is.
Favorite Keyblade.
Star Seeker.
I'm gonna sound really fucking like min maxy as hell, but
You're gonna
my
say
favorite
Ultima.
Keyblade is Ultima Weapon.
Ultimate Weapon, because it's
Hold on.
factually the best.
Well, it's changed the way it looks over the years because Ultimate Weapon in the first game was like, eh. Ultimate Weapon in the second
like,
game was
reddish.
lit. I liked that.
Yeah, the Ultimate Weapon in the second game was fucking cool. Not as cool as the Star Seeker, but pretty cool.
Ah,
Let me see, because I never got Ultimate Weapon in 3. I want to see if I can find that.
Wait,
Lady Luck.
Oh,
It
holy
looks
fuck.
different.
Holy fuck. I don't remember this. I didn't remember this. Oh my god. I just looked up Kyrie's Keyblade and it's the gayest fucking Keyblade.
It's a
Picture?
Palpatine fruit.
I can't give you a picture, Dave, because if I go to put something in the
I'll give you
Discord
a
chat,
picture,
I
David.
ruin the whole recording.
Don't worry, I got you. I'll get you a picture. There you go. There you go.
That's-
Kyrie's Keyblade.
That's her Keyblade.
Yeah.
Does she
Yeah,
hold it like a
Palpatine.
normal Keyblade or wield it like a Zweihander?
No, she wields it like a normal
Or is that,
keyblade.
or is, no, wait, that's the keychain. They make it, the way this is sitting here makes it look like it's a long handle.
Yeah, but that's just the keychain.
Ooh,
She
the
has a Palpatine
monochrome.
keyblade.
The monochrome is really cool.
The monochrome is not
Monochrome
is
really
pretty
cool. The
cool.
monochrome is
Yes, it is.
ridiculously overrated.
The Fenrir obviously is the
The
coolest.
Fenrir, because it's like it's a keyblade and it's a schlidge.
Yeah.
The only one that
358
looks like a
over 2
modern
days.
key.
Pain of Solitude.
I don't know what I feel about this Ultimate Blade from Kingdom Hearts 3. It's like a dark, evil Ultimate
Ooh,
Blade.
Leviathan looks pretty cool. Sorry, I just have a list of all of them that I'm looking at. Total Eclipse looks pretty cool.
Ultimate Blade looks fucking extra as shit.
Darker than dark.
It really
Come
does.
on, man. Maverick
The-
Flare.
Oh,
Twilight
the Ultima in
Blaze.
Kingdom Hearts 3? Yeah. The Ultima weapon in Kingdom Hearts 2, I think, is the best looking Ultima weapon.
Why is one of them wooden stick?
That's probably
Bro,
the Winnie
that's-
the Pooh one.
That's fucking.
that's from 358 over 2 days. Wooden stick.
Pooh Bear Keyblade.
That's
The Pooh
that's the
Keyblade?
honey
That's
pot.
what you're going
Sweet-
for?
The Sweet
Honey.
Memories.
Oh, you know what? Now that I'm looking at it, I think I do like the Big Hero 6 Keyblade, whose name I don't remember.
The what? The Big Hero 6 Keyblade.
Holy shit, why is there
Yeah,
so
because it looks
many-
like
Oh my
a sort
God,
of digital.
There was a Big Hero 6 world. Holy shit, I totally forgot about that.
Dream Sword.
I like this one. This one looks pretty cool.
What is it called? Nano Gear is what it's called.
This
It
is
looks
called
pretty dope.
Bond of Flame.
Yeah, that's Axel's, and it's garbage.
Oh, yeah, I think Bond of Flame. Yeah, that's Axel.
It looks cool though. Fuck.
There was a slightly different one in 2 that you can get after you beat Axel.
Mhm.
That is the one from 2.
Well, what's the one that he wields in 3 then?
I don't know.
By sleep. No name. Treasure
There's one
Trove.
called 2 Becomes 1, which is you get it after beating Roxas
Hyperdrive.
in Final Mix.
I like the way that one looks.
Total
So I'm gonna go
Eclipse,
with Nano Gear if we're talking 3. I'm gonna go with Ultimate Weapon from 2.
Alright, if we're talking 3,
F-
I gotta scroll down to 3.
Fenrir, I believe it's called, right? I do like Fenrir because it's like the only Keyblade that doesn't look like it's got a design idea from some ancient key that nobody uses anymore.
I like
Yeah.
I like Soul
Looks like a
Eater.
more modern key. Soul
The Kingdom
Eater.
Hearts 3 Star Seeker looks a little different, but it's definitely the best. Oh, it's called the Shooting Star, sorry. But it's totally the
I mean, it's the same one.
Star Seeker, yeah.
The
That's the one that gives you
X-Blade,
gun
which looks
powers.
dumb as fuck.
It
The
really
Star
does.
Cluster.
The X
Oh,
Blade
yeah,
looks
it looks
so
like a
dumb.
couple swords. It looks like a couple keys.
Grand Chef? Is that Ratatouille? Is this a Ratatouille fucking Keyblade?
Yes, it is.
You have to bring
This is my
every
favorite now.
single. I never got this one because it's so tedious to get.
Obtain
Yeah,
a
that
5-star
is
rating at Le
Oh.
Grand Bistro.
Yeah,
God.
that means you have to go get like all the rare ingredients and bring them
Dude.
in.
Dude, there's one called Young Xehanort's Keyblade, and it just looks like a Keyblade based off of Icemorn or Frostmorn or
What?
whatever the fuck.
Hold on.
From World of Warcraft. It really does.
Let me see.
What is it
Oh
called?
yeah,
It's
I
called
remember
Young
that one.
Xehanort's Keyblade.
Yeah.
It's completely Frostmourne.
It so
That's
is.
100. Dude,
No, this-
someone actually
Are you
made a
talking about-
comparison image.
I got a couple different results. Which one are you talking about? The one that's blue or the one that's like all black and kind of hooked looking?
The one that's all black and blue and kind of hooked looking.
No name is the one you're thinking of. That's all black and kind of hooked looking. We're talking about the one that has blue in it.
At the top?
Oh yeah,
The one that has blue in it.
That's no name. You're looking for a blue one called Young Xehanort's Keyblade.
That's not. I would say no name looks more Frostmourne than that one. This one looks like I don't know. Looks like something out of Soul Calibur, actually.
Apparently, there's one called Moogle of Glory.
Are you
What?
talking about this
The
one?
Gazing Eye. Oh.
Apparently, No Name is in fact called the Gazing.
Yeah, it is called the Gazing Eye. That's true. What was the one
Sora
you
and
just said,
Riku's
Beard?
End of
There's
Pain.
one called Moogle of Glory.
Moogle of Glory?
Moogle O apostrophe Glory.
Moogle of Glory.
Oh my god, it's beautiful.
I didn't know this one existed. I love it.
really, really like the Sleeping Lion too.
Sleeping Lion's okay.
The Sleeping Lion is that,
because it's longer.
that like French, whatever the hell you call it.
It's the fleur de lis.
Yeah, that one.
Lion Keyblade that you get from Leon when you unlock Radiant Garden.
I do like me this Moogle of Glory. I'm gonna have to go play through Dream Drop Distance and 3 and actually, 100%
I
them.
finally made it
What's
to
this
the
really
list of Kingdom
simple
Hearts
one?
3 ones.
What is
Jim,
this
one that you
sword?
posted, is that?
What is this
that
sword
the
you just
Sleeping
put here?
Lion?
It's just
The
it's
one
just a
I
sword.
just put right now is Sleeping Lion.
That
That's
looks like
Sleeping
the
Lion?
Sleeping Lion from a different game, because that ain't what I remember Sleeping Lion looked like.
Yeah, I just say, I don't remember Sleeping Lion looking like that.
Silvery enough.
That might be from
Happy
3,
Meal.
but I didn't get that one in 3. I wonder how you get that one in 3 now.
Wheel of Fate. God damn, Pirates one,
Yeah.
obviously.
Are you
Oh, yeah.
thinking is this the Sleeping Lion you're used to seeing? Or because that looks the same to me, just slightly different.
Yeah, that's what I'm used to seeing. So that one must have to be like a retexture
Okay,
of replica IRL.
I see
Or
what
the
you
Kingdom
mean about
Hearts 3
Ultima and
one.
Kingdom Hearts 3. It's spiky.
It weirdly looks
So
like it belongs
edgy.
to Axel for some reason.
It looks
It's
like
so edgy looking.
It looks like the final boss fight from Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
It kind of does, yep. But Kingdom Hearts 2
gross.
Ultimate Weapon looks way better.
Oh, hey, look, Braveheart, a Keyblade that actually kind of looks like a key.
Yeah,
The Oblivion
Wait,
looks like
what?
a key, too.
Braveheart?
Yeah.
I don't know whose Keyblade that is though.
It's probably Sora's.
Oh,
No, it says
no, it's
Riku's
Riku's.
Keyblade.
It's Riku's
Oh,
Keyblade.
yeah. This one's in Kingdom Hearts 3 as well.
Yeah, it looks like an actual key, and also it looks like it's actually a functional fucking sword.
Also, the combined
The one that you
Keyblade.
said, Steve.
Which one?
What's the one that you said that looked like a key that was not Braveheart? The other one.
Oh,
Fenrir.
Fenrir? Yeah.
No, the one you
Uh,
just mentioned like 30 seconds ago.
That was Braveheart.
Braveheart?
You said Braveheart, and then somebody said another one that was like, "Oh, that one actually looks like a key," and it was a different one. It was not Braveheart. It was. I don't remember what it was called, but I remember it's a black Keyblade. Just talking. about
Oh,
something
Oblivion.
Oblivion, yeah.
It looks like an old timey key.
So apparently the combined Keyblade, which is one half Sora Keyblade, one half Riku Keyblade. This is what
The End of Pain or whatever.
this is what my friend has dubbed the Gayblade.
Put it in the chat.
I
Oh, yeah.
can't.
Oh yeah,
Oh god.
the Gayblade.
Oh my
Oh
god, yes.
my-
That
oh
is
my God.
100% the Gayblade.
How do you
I
even
just-
hold that? Look, it has two handles and neither of them are centered. How the
Dude.
fuck do you
Yeah.
hold that thing?
Dude,
That looks like Ultima Weapon from 1 combined with a dark version of Ultima Weapon from 1.
bro, do you remember the struggle sword?
Yeah. The fucking LARP boffer.
the fucking
The LARP bopper.
bopper. Oh, those were good weapons.
Okay, it's after or it is noon right now,
it do
and
be
I know that
noon
I'm gonna
right
get a
now.
text any minute from Corwin going, "We're on our way to you."
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, yeah. So Kingdom Hearts as a game is fantastic. Kingdom Hearts as a story sucks ass. I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah,
Yep.
agreed.
Anything else to say? Closing remarks,
Nah.
gentlemen.
Nah.
All right,
Bro.
cool. Ringo
the
here
gay-
about to order some
the-
food.
The
I don't
gay
have money.
blade. The gay
Gayblade.
blade.
Yeah.
All hail
Then
the gay blade.
Then they used the gay blade to beat the crap out of Aqua so they could save her.
Yeah.
That's
beat
that's
Aqua
still
with
my
the gay.
favorite part of that story.
They beat Aqua to death with the gay.
Instead of
Right.
beating the gay out of her, they beat the gay into her.
Okay, well, I think
Anyway.
that's about it for this episode.
Now I said the controversial thing. Now it's going to be a problem.
leave a like and a comment and subscribe. And everybody say goodbye, and you can actually wave because we have cameras, except Zeta, because fuck you. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Goes.
There he is.
Ah.